Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of a huge link between Hedera and the UN, and we'll also be talking about stablecoin developments on Hedera. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip featuring the co-founder of Hedera, Lehman Baird, going into detail and providing a bit more depth about the recent partnership between Hyundai and Kia and Hedera, and what this will mean for the overarching Hedera marketplace and network.
Recently, I saw the news of Hyundai and Kia joining the council, but also building. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Hyundai and Kia, those are big names. And what they're doing is they're using Hedera to be tracking carbon emissions and to help, various suppliers and other people to be tracking the carbon emissions of the parts. So if you put together a car, what you really do is you're putting together parts that come from other people, and you want to know, well, what's the carbon footprint of this car? I have to go talk to all the people who build pieces of it and find out from them, and I need to make sure that they're telling the truth. There might be a carbon credit because you saved a tree, but are you selling that same carbon credit to two different people? And so what they're using is Hedera to make everything transparent and immutable and in the history where everyone in the world sees it and you all know you're seeing the same thing. And then you can tokenize carbon credits, which people are doing, and there's carbon credit markets on Hedera, ways of doing things like taking clean or dirty energy and carbon credits to offset it, gluing the two together, and then have markets in that, all sorts of cool things.
So the direct affiliation between both Hyundai and Kia with Hedera is one of many direct partnerships Hedera has with highly esteemed organizations. So as well as the likes of Kia and Hyundai directly harnessing the benefits of Hedera's network, a number of other developments have actually occurred on Hedera, most notably developments to Hedera Stablecoin Studio offering, where over the past week or so, the Hedera team have actually come forward and provided a lot of detail about a number of upgrades to the stablecoin offerings provided by the Hedera network, where an article was actually published detailing this development, where the article highlighted to how the main reason as to why stablecoin developments are becoming more widely incorporated into more developments, including Web3 infrastructure and institutional users, is due to the benefits Hedera's network provides in regards to stablecoin utility, most notably Hedera's network providing the capacity to enable fast and instantaneous payments to be authorized and at cost-effective and eco-friendly levels. So other details about this development also highlighted to other initiatives and big organizations which are aligned with Hedera and are actively using Hedera's stablecoin offerings, most notably Shinhan Bank, SCB TechX, and other financial bodies across Asia have actually harnessed stablecoins provided by Hedera. So there's been a number of large organizations, and especially within the financial realm, which are taking on the benefits of Hedera and stablecoin utility. So the rolling out of stablecoin utility is all encompassed with the offering of proof of reserve functionality, which sees the integration of API gateways, which will go about bolstering the ability to provide timely public disclosures. So with the benefits, the extensive benefits provided by Hedera's tokenization service, and with the benefits of the proof of reserve system as provided by stablecoin utility offered by Hedera, this will see the likes of, again, Shinhan Bank and other financial bodies taking on the benefits of Hedera's network for protocols surrounding cross-border payments and other developments, especially surrounding stablecoin utility. And this all goes back to the innate qualities attached to Hedera's network, where a number of benefits and qualities are synonymous with Hedera, most notably the network being able to process over 10,000 transactions per second, and stablecoin transfer fees amount to $0.001 per transaction, and these actions are all authorized and enabled in settlement finality rates of 3.83 seconds. So with the highly attractive features associated with the utility of Hedera's network in terms of its high scalability, its cost effectiveness, and its high throughput, these innate qualities makes Hedera a highly attractive proposition and ideal infrastructure for stablecoin utility. And this factor may be the reason as to why a number of announcements have been made about stablecoin developments on Hedera, where the Hedera team may be looking to actually advertise and make more individuals, organizations, and even nations aware of the benefits of stablecoin utility. So the benefits of Hedera stablecoin development and provisionings have actually led to the likes of Visa and MasterCard looking to actually incorporate Hedera's offerings into their stablecoin use cases, where both Visa and MasterCard are seeking to actively use the USDC stablecoin. So the USDC stablecoin is only actively available on a few DLTs and blockchain infrastructure, and one offering and one network that actually has and provides USDC is Hedera, where the provisioning and the active utility of USDC as provided by Hedera will go about improving the seamlessness and the ability for transactions and value to be exchanged and sent to varying stakeholders when an organization actively uses Visa and MasterCard. So this actually indicates how traditional financial services are actually transitioning to DLT, and this may be all in view of the rolling out of CBDCs, where it's looking increasingly likely that CBDCs are set to be rolled out in the near future, and a number of central banks have actually highlighted to the benefits of DLT. So future CBDCs may be built on DLT innovation. So with the likes of Visa and MasterCard actively incorporating stablecoins into their offerings, this could be a transition which may indicate how the likes of Visa, MasterCard and other financial bodies are turning to and directly incorporating and utilizing potentially CBDCs when they are eventually rolled out around the world. So other developments involving, so this is a tweet provided by the Hedera team which actually highlighted to the event which stated and noted to stablecoin utility. So other developments including the direct affiliation and association with Hedera and other financial bodies, as well as how such financial bodies and Hedera are all compounded and at the center of stablecoin use cases, is how the likes of Shinhan Bank, Cathway Bank and SB Group are all at the center of utilizing Hedera's network for stablecoin use cases and utility, where again the Taiwanese bank SCB TechX have actually aligned themselves with Hedera, and this is compounded with Cathway Bank also looking and seeking to take on the benefits of stablecoin utility. So the direct affiliation between Cathway Bank and Hedera is quite substantial and quite exciting, as Cathway Bank is one of Taiwan's largest commercial banks with a capital value of $67 billion and more than 165 branches in Taiwan. So this adds to another highly esteemed organization, especially within the financial realm, which have a direct affiliation with Hedera, and the organization have actually highlighted and detailed to the benefits of Hedera in instances surrounding cross-border payments and the authorization of financial architecture and transactions through the benefits and utility of Hedera's network. So very exciting, and it's an ever-growing list of organizations and institutions and even nations and businesses which have actually earmarked and utilized and detailed to the benefits of Hedera's use cases, especially surrounding stablecoins and cross-border payments. So very exciting for the Hedera team all around. And this is only good news for HBAR token holders, as the likes of Cathway Bank and other financial bodies who are actively using Hedera's network will see sizable increases to the demand for HBAR, where HBAR will be at the center of verifying transactions which are induced by these financial bodies, and this may resultantly lead to increases to the price of HBAR, especially over the long run, and as the utility of Hedera's network increases over time. So finally, I'd like to talk about quite a exciting news story I came across, where in the recent GBBC annual Blockchain Central event, the Hedera team was actually present during this event alongside the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals Association. So this is quite significant and quite exciting, especially due to a highly esteemed and world-renowned organisation such as the UN working and talking in regards to DLT innovations and blockchain infrastructure with Hedera. So this development was centered around the sustainable development protocols and goals around the world. So this is directly aligned with Hedera's use cases and provisionings, where Hedera's offerings are already at the center of the likes of ESG developments and eco-friendly initiatives and protocols, where Hedera's network, not only is it the most eco-friendly on the marketplace, but it's also being harnessed and utilized in other aspects of eco-friendly initiatives, including the utility of Hedera's network for carbon offset marketplaces, and the likes of Hedera's infrastructure being utilized in instances such as I mentioned in yesterday's video, ServiceNow using Hedera's network for their ESG framework and platforms. So with Hedera being at the center of so many significant developments within improving the eco-friendliness of a number of industries around the world, it makes no surprise as to why the UN have actually potentially earmarked Hedera as a option to improve their own workflows and improving the eco-friendly nature surrounding a number of developments around the world. So only time will tell though, but it'll be interesting to see how this meetup plays out and whether the likes of the UN choose to harness the benefits of Hedera for their own use cases and initiatives. So, as I previously mentioned, ServiceNow have actually integrated its services, its ESG protocols and developments onto Hedera's network, and this is very substantial, especially if you look at the size of the organization in ServiceNow, where ServiceNow is composed of and is used by 85% of the Fortune 500, and the organization has over 21,000 employees. And yeah, you can look at all these stats here where there's so much going on for this organization, and this only spells good news for Hedera. And finally, I think we mentioned about how Aberdeen, which is a Hedera Governing Council member, have actually set to utilize Hedera's network, and how the organization is seeking to actually carry out and release tokenization assets for their offerings. So with the organization being a Hedera Governing Council member, this could see the likes of Aberdeen, which is a investment organization in the UK, based in the UK, choosing and turning to Hedera for tokenization activities and developments, where Hedera's tokenization service, which comes with a number of benefits in terms of actively verifying transactions in a rapid and seamless manner, as well as allowing for actions involving tokenization activities to be done so quite seamlessly. We'll see the likes of Hedera becoming more integrated into their frameworks, and as a result, the likes of Hedera's protocol could be more integrated into another huge organization. So very exciting for Hedera, and it adds to an ever-growing list of use cases Hedera is associated with, and large organizations which are directly affiliated with Hedera. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Are you bullish on the UN featuring with Hedera? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.